I'm okay.
Yeah.
A little shook up.
I'm glad to hear from you. I'm sure a lot of people will be interested to hear what you have to say. It's just, I'll tell you where I was last night. There's a Bruce Springsteen. You've heard of Bruce? He did a concert here last night.
Yeah.
And at the end of the concert, ironically, probably the shooting occurred while he was doing the song called Point Blank. But at the end of the concert, nobody knew, and then we come out and go backstage, and there's like this pall. After the excitement of a concert, to hear John Lennon murdered in New York was like the ultimate, just shock of disbelief. Everybody down here is just totally shocked. I'm sure up in New York it's even more intense because it happened up there.
Yeah, there's a sort of humiliation and a rage and an anger. And I was watching a football game when I heard it in a long time.
Yeah. Doesn't it sound different today, though, Bill? It's like songs that, you know what I mean? They have different meanings, and they just sound different, and they've taken on this added dimension, this weird, dimension of being somehow, much more meaningful today, some of them.
Well, possibly we're over reacting to a lot of the words now, and we're putting all these profound meanings that aren't. I don't know. I kind of broke down last night and got into the real sad stuff, and at this point in the day, I've gotten around to the Dizzy Miss Lizzy and
right.
rock and roll music and roll over Beethoven, which was the John Lennon. I guess that's where he was coming from.
Yeah.
All along. I had a talk. I met with George Martin, even though I never met the Beatles.
Right.
And he told me something interesting about Lennon, which was John Lennon never knew there was such a thing as a song that was longer than 3 minutes long, which had a lot to do with the Beatles' music when they first started out.
Yeah.
And
you almost worked with George Martin, but you didn't.
Yeah, we didn't end up working together.
Right. Yeah, you said to me when we talked about the last album, Glass Houses, that you were surprised at some of the criticism you got for changing style on some tunes and so on. You said to me, what do we say about the Beatles? Because the Beatles had Yesterday and they had, Revolution. I mean, they had every kind of music, Helter Skelter, and the most beautiful ballads, and yet nobody ever accused them of not having a style or something,
Well, I think they would have been the first ones to say that they didn't. They admitted, Buddy Holly and Chuck Berry and a lot of English, and McCartney said his English show, music hall, that kind of thing. Lennon, Little Richard, all that stuff. Listen to any of their albums. They run the gamut. They go all the way.
Do you have the whole set in your house?
Yeah, I got every Beatle record. I got bootlegs. I'm ashamed to admit it. I got them.
Really?
I'm a fan.
I see. Yeah. Billy, Joel, thanks a lot for checking in with us today. I appreciate it, and I'm sure people are interested in hearing your thoughts on this.
Well, here's a suggestion I'm thinking about, because of all the people I've been talking to. What can I do? What can I do? There's really nothing you can do for the family right now. Yoko's in a lot of grief. There's nothing you can do directly by sending flowers or anything. I think Lennon was a rock and roller. Maybe a way to give vent to grief is just kind of get home, put on your dancing shoes, put on some rock and roll Beatles records, and dance. And just celebrate the guy's life.
Right. Billy, thank you. Music here from the Beatles.